If you want to learn how to build a morning routine is going to help you have more energy, more focus, and upgrade your mindset, then this video is for you. Thing is, 2 years ago, I was working with a mentor for my online business. And he's someone who's making millions per year. And I got this morning routine from him. And at first, when we start working together, I asked him like, how exactly following this morning routine will help me in my business? His answer was, just shut the fuck up and do it. Do everything I'm telling you to do. I'm like, okay. And I start following this morning routine. And within few days, I just start feeling differently. Like my energy, like, my mindset, the way I think, the clarity I got, benefits were just insane. So up to this day, I'm following the same routine. And everyone who's working with me, we create a morning routine. Like guys, don't underestimate the power of following a morning routine every single day, because I'm a big believer that the way you start your day is also the way you will finish it and the way you will conduct yourself throughout the day. So it's a game changer. And first of all, let's understand why we need a morning routine. So there's two main reasons, in my opinion, why everyone should be following a morning routine. First one is to prime the body. Okay? So what I mean by priming your body, the benefits of following a morning routine is, yes, you prime your body, but by priming your body, I mean you have more energy. Guys, energy is everything. Okay, think about your iPhone. The reason you charge it before you sleep is that for you to wake up the next day and your iPhone is at 100%. That's how you're gonna best use your iPhone, right? So think about the morning routine as a way to recharge yourself. So by following a morning routine, you're gonna have more energy. And also, it's going to help you regulate your hormones. Okay, probably writing a bit tiny here, but more energy, regulate your hormones, and also having a better mood. Okay, that's what it does to your body. You have more energy, you have better mood, and you regulate your hormone. And you, as a result of having more energy, better mood, regulate hormones, well, what's gonna happen is, if you have more energy, of course, you can lift heavier, right? So it's connected to your workout. If you have better mood, well, you're making better decisions. What I mean by better decisions is diet choices. If you have a better mood and you feel good, you're gonna be tend to make the right moves when it comes to your diet and go for the whole foods instead of going for the sugar, the processed food, the things that's gonna harm your gains. And if you regulate your hormones, well, of course, you're gonna be burning fat faster. Yes, because understand that everything is hormonal in our body. If your hormones are regulated properly, your body will work normally and you're gonna be more efficient not only at building muscle, but also at burning fats. So all of these elements combined, well, see how everything is connected to your fitness. If you lift heavier, if you make better decisions with your diet and you burn more fat because your body is now optimal, well, what's gonna happen is you get leaner. That's the first benefit of following a morning routine. You prime your body. Secondly is you prime your mind. Exactly. You need to also prime your mind. Okay? Why is that? Is because we all have job. We all have situations. To build. We all going to have situations to deal with throughout the day. We have problems to face, challenges to overcome. So, priming your mind is just a way to say, for me, what I mean by priming the mind is, first of all, increase tolerance to pain. Because if you can endure the hard shit when you wake up, everything that's challenging during the day will feels like easy to overcome. Okay? It's all about relativity. So if you start your day and you teach yourself to tolerate pain, well, guess what? When you're gonna experience something challenging or painful later, it's gonna feel like, okay, it's not that much of a big deal, okay? Because you build that tolerance when you wake up. Also, by priming your mind is you teaching your mind to follow the plan versus your emotions. That's the power of following a morning routine, because it's in order. It's a sequence of habits. And when you follow that sequence every single time when you wake up, well, you're teaching yourself to act based on what is the plan and not based on how you feel. Because trust me, every single morning when I wake up, I don't want to do anything. I always have negative thoughts in my head when I wake up, surprisingly. And unfortunately, a lot of people just listen to those first thoughts when they wake up, and then make the wrong decisions after. Okay? So you need to separate yourself from your emotions when you wake up, and before you decide anything, just do the routine first. So also, by following the plan instead of your emotions, you teach yourself discipline. Okay? And the last thing is savage mindset. Why is that? Is because by following the same routine every single morning, well, you also stacking wins. And believe me when I say a win is a win, whether it's small, whether it's big, a win is a win. A win is a win. The way your brain will perceive a win is no different, right? This is exactly what's going to help you build the confidence. When you have that savage mindset and you're stacking those wins when you wake up, well, it does something to your mind. You teach yourself, you tell yourself, you prove to yourself actually that you are a winner, and you do whatever you say you're going to do, right? So that's how you're going to create a better self-image. You're going to have more self-esteem, more confidence. It's by stacking those early wins. And that's going to just make you more disciplined. The way you're priming your mind, it's just more discipline, confidence, tolerance to pain. I will also add, savage. And if you are disciplined, you have more confidence, and you act like a savage, you're gonna have like a winner mindset. That's the benefit of following a morning routine. Okay? It's going to help you prime your body and also prime your mind. If you prime your body, you have more energy, better mood, regulate your hormones. If you have all of that, you lift heavier, make better decisions, you burn more fat. It's going to help you get leaner and stronger. Prime your mind, increase tolerance to pain, Teach yourself to follow the plan and not your emotions, and build that savage mindset. This is how you're gonna get more discipline, increase your confidence, and ultimately build a winner mindset. Guys, understand that fitness and mindset, like, they not separate, they the same. It's like two faces of the same coin. If you wanna get one, you need the other one, right? There's no way you're gonna get lean if you don't have that winner mindset. The only way you're gonna have that winner mindset is by priming your mind. And you prime your mind by following a certain morning routine. Every day, you don't miss. Monday to Sunday on repeat. The days where I'm slacking on my morning routine, well, I don't slack that much, but it's not every day perfect. Maybe 90% of the time is perfect. But the day I feel like I'm slacking, I swear, I feel it during the day. Like the way I make decisions, my focus, the way my sharpness, my confidence, it's just not the same. Treat that morning routine seriously, and I promise you, you're gonna feel difference. Not only the way you think, but also the way you show up, the way you act. And you're gonna realize that you're gonna have so much energy that people around you will feel it. You're gonna become more magnetic. And also at the end of the day, if you prime your body, you get leaner, you get stronger. This is the whole point of working out. Then, let's see what should be that morning routine. Okay? Where I should be writing actually. Maybe here, okay? Morning routine is only 5 steps, okay? So you're gonna start, obviously, by, if you start your day, it's by waking up. But I'm gonna add early wake up. Just consistent waking up time. But the reason I suggest that you wake up early, like anywhere before 7, like between 5 to 7, 6 is a sweet spot, is that if you want to follow a certain routine in the morning, you need to give time for yourself, right? There's no point for you like just waking up, rushing and go to work. Like you won't have the time to follow that morning routine. So you have to wake up in advance for you to follow that routine before you show up to the world, okay? And by waking up early every single day and setting that alarm consistently, if you can wake up without alarm, like, that's great, but just make sure it's around the same time. It's going to force you to go to bed early so you get enough sleep. 7-8 hours of sleep is mandatory. So you start your morning routine technically the night before by having proper sleep, and you wake up every day around the same time, ideally before 7, so you can give yourself the space and time that you need to follow that morning routine. The next step is electrolytes. This one is key. Why you do need electrolytes is because when you sleep for 8 hours, your body gets dehydrated. And you don't just hydrate yourself with water. You hydrate yourself when you combine the electrolytes and the water. Yes, you need sufficient hydration throughout the day, but those electrolytes are key in the morning because when you're sleeping, you're losing them. So your first reflex upon waking up is to replenish those electrolytes in your system. Electrolytes are just a combination of sodium, potassium, and magnesium, right? I'm gonna just show you actually. You can just get like a pack of quality electrolytes in your supplement store or on Amazon, but just make sure it's decent quality. If you cannot have access to that, well, you can do pink salt or Himalayan salt with mineral water. That's a great way to hydrate and replenish those electrolytes when you wake up. But just understand, if you don't have proper amount of electrolytes during your day, well, you're gonna start feeling foggy. Your focus will not be the same. Also, it's going to impact your energy. Like, we can go deeper into what's happening inside your body with your cells. And it's like how it's gonna help you contract and be more efficient during your workout. But just keep in mind, electrolytes, it's for focus and for more energy, and you need them upon waking up. Get a pack from Amazon. There are some great brands out there. If you need some recommendation, like, don't hesitate to DM me. and you drink that with 500 milliliter of water. That should be the first thing that you drink. Yeah, it's those electrolytes. After that, what I love doing is (100) push-ups. This is how you're gonna build that tolerance to pain. And trust me, like doing 100 push-ups upon waking up feels like a bit extreme for some people, but guys, we're here to build mindset. We're here to feel like a savage, like a winner, build real confidence. And doing that first thing in the morning, like I guarantee is gonna just shift something inside of you, and you're gonna just feel different. And you're gonna prime yourself just to attack those challenges throughout the day, like those heavy workouts. Because yes, I can give anyone like the perfect plan on paper, but if the mind is not right, if you don't have that winner mentality, if you don't feel like a savage, you will never be able to push hard. Okay? Some people are just scared to push hard because they cannot tolerate pain. Well, you need to build that tolerance to pain when you wake up. And doing 100 push-ups is a great way, in my opinion. You don't have to do 100 push-up like in a row. You can do like in series. Maybe you do 40, 30, and again 30, right? Or you do 50-50 if you can. You can build that up, over time. And just understand, if maybe that sounds like extreme, what you can do is cold shower. I personally, I do both, right? I'm at this point. I love doing cold shower and I do the 100 push-ups as well. It just makes me feel different. So that's a great way, that's a great habit to include in your morning routine. Secondly, now understand that you've been moving your body, you pump, you have that confidence up. We also need to calm down a bit. And what I love doing is you can read, you can pray, or you meditate. What reading, praying, and meditate does for your mind and for you actually just calms you down. And if you calm, well, again, that's how you're gonna have a better mood and make better decisions, right? It's more like a peaceful confidence, I have to say. You can just try and see what resonates the most with you. Like before I used to read, then after I switched to praying, then I start meditating. Then you can also do breath work. You can journal. Those habits are great. There is no like perfect answer, but just find something that you love doing, and it's gonna help you. It's gonna put you in a better state of mind, more relaxation, more having like that peace of mind. Right now, I'm doing more journaling and writing down things I'm grateful for, like breath work. There's no like right and wrong answer. Just maybe try some of them and see what resonates the most with you, and just stick with it. Make it like a habit. Maybe that should take maximum like 10 minutes only. And the next step, the final step is sun plus walk. Yes, why you wanted the sun is because you want to help regulate your hormones, right? That's why when you wake up, it's important to get those electrolytes and that sunlight. Even if you live in a cold country, like getting sunlight doesn't mean it has to be hot. Just getting that light from the sun is what your eyes needs to activate. It's going to activate something in your brain. It's going to help regulate your hormones and also regulate the cortisol. Melatonin is going to improve your sleep as well. So it's all connected. Don't neglect. You need enough sunlight, okay? If you can see the sun bright, whether it's cold or hot, get at least like 10 minutes of sunlight waking up. And I love doing it with a walk. Walk just bring me a lot of peace. And it just help me like, calm my mind again. And also, it's a great habit to have to help you reach your steps goal, because if you want to get leaner, you need to get enough steps per day, like at least 10,000. And if you don't want to feel short at the end of the day, well, make sure that you include a walk upon waking up, first thing in the morning. So that's why I love combining the sun and walking. It's like double benefits, right? So this is the morning routine, guys. Like I promise you, like don't ask too much questions, just follow it, give it a try, at least for 30 days, and tell me it after you don't feel difference. But there's one thing I need to add, okay? That's like what to not do unless you're following that morning routine, okay? So do not what you should not be doing before you follow that morning routine is no phone, no work, and no coffee. That's it. No phone, no work, no coffee. Don't do any of that unless you complete your morning routine. That is the key. Why we don't want phone immediately after waking up? Well, it's just gonna mess up your stress and your dopamine level. Like how many of you guys still wake up and go on social media? That just fry your brain. It's a great way to fry your brain. And if you start playing with your phone too much, well, you're gonna just lower your dopamine later during the day, and that's gonna affect how you're going to show up for your workout. Your energy will be low, so don't mess up your dopamine by playing with your phone when you wake up. No work, because if you start working upon waking up immediately, you just increase stress. Guys, understand when stress is too high, cortisol is gonna be high, and your body cannot be in a fat burning state when stress is high. That is just human biology, okay? So make sure that you regulate your dopamine and your stress. And also, no coffee, because if you're having coffee before electrolyte, you're gonna feel like you're gonna increase dehydration. It's the last thing you want, guys, to be dehydrated, because your focus will be lower, okay? And if you are dehydrated, naturally you're gonna have less energy as well. And most of you guys don't have a craving problem. You have a dehydration problem, right? So if you drink coffee first thing in the morning, also we can talk that coffee can affect the stress and also your dopamine. So it's not prohibited to have coffee in the morning, but at least just do those 5 habits first. That should take about maybe half an hour, maximum 45 minutes. But trust me, those 45 minutes are an investment to your day. And by following that morning routine properly, I guarantee you, you're gonna be priming your mind, priming your body, and priming your mind. That's how you're gonna build your mindset, but also your physique, right? That is the sauce, and I swear I still follow the same morning routine every single day. It's been 2 years. All the guys I work with, we create a customized morning routine for them, but it's a combination of those elements. It's not that different from what I do, okay? They do the same, and they have the same benefits, right? So if you're wondering if it works. It's not only for me, it's for all the people that try it. So I highly recommend that you give it a try. Okay, just follow that routine for 30 days, so you start seeing the benefits. And after 30 days, it's gonna become a habit, and you're gonna just stop thinking about it every day. And you're gonna feel so good, it's so addictive that you just wanna keep going, right? So that is a morning routine, not only to help you build the mindset, get leaner, and just keep in mind, if you want a plan that is customized for you, it's gonna be a link in the description of the video where you can just connect with me, reach out to me, and we can talk about if you're a good fit for a program, if you're interested. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and let's go after it today.